Now, the DA's Gauteng leader, John Moodey, wants the party to investigate its federal chairperson, Helen Zille. This after Zille posted controversial tweets about so-called apartheid laws in the country today. Moodey says Zille was ignorant, causing social harm, opening old wounds and creating a bad image for the country's official opposition party. Let's unpack this now further with John Moodey, and he speaks to us via Skype from Johannesburg. Mr. Moodey, thank you very much for your time. First, I want you to give us your take on the statement that there are more racist laws in South Africa today than there ever was under apartheid.
Good morning. That's a lot of hogwash. You know, it is very painful for a person such as myself who, for more than half of my lifetime, had lived under that oppressive regime, where through a policy and by the law, people such as myself, millions of us, were classified as subhuman beings. You know, I couldn't go to a park and sit in a park. I couldn't go to a swimming pool that was closest to me. And we know what apartheid did, even in terms of love across the color line was prohibited.
Yeah.
So what a lot of hogwash. It speaks of ignorance of the writer. It speaks of arrogance. And quite frankly, just speaks of an attitude of superiority. I'm absolutely disgusted by it.
Mr. Moodey, if you disagree, as you are, it's quite clear then that in Helen Zille's words, you suffer from what she calls permanent victimhood. How does that sit with you? You
know, that once more speaks of a person who's never experienced what apartheid has done for us and to us. And she can claim whatever if she believes that she's a psychologist, then that is her problem. I know what millions of our people went through and how we were degraded and our dignity as human beings were removed from us. Her male counterparts weren't forced to go and stand naked on a winter morning or summer morning and have themselves examined so that they can have a medical certification so that they can carry their passbooks. That's one of the things, just one of the things. You know, she does not know what we went through. As I said, quite frankly, because I'm a believer, I'm going to say I forgive the woman. She knows not what she says.
Mr. Steenhuisen, in fact, who is the current interim leader of the party, he argues that the current government has laws which exclude others on the basis of race, and you and I could probably surmise that he is referring to either BEE or affirmative action laws. And he says that that is wrong. What's the party line here, Mr. Moodey?
Well, the party line is, in fact, we haven't yet fully discussed that particular issue. And you know that was one of the contentious issues that led to Mmusi Maimane leaving the party, because it is alleged that those policies from the DA that actually substantiated and believed that affirmative action is still necessary in order for us to embark upon a program of redress that had led to our poor showing last year in the general elections. And that was, as I said, one of the reasons why Mmusi Maimane is no longer the leader of the party. Now, I don't personally also agree with the judgment passed to use race as a criteria, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic and the economic situation we find ourselves in. But we are a party that always praises especially our judiciary and the upholding of our constitution. So, of course, we will go on review on the matter. But that doesn't mean that I must throw my toys out of the cot, because I do not believe that a reverse apartheid, in a sense, justifies that there should be discrimination against anybody because of the color of their skin. Because, as I indicated, my own life experience has been that due to job reservation under apartheid regime, I was prohibited from progressing in my work environment. I did the same work and I got paid less money.
Yeah.
So I don't believe in reverse apartheid, not at all. I'm involved in politics and I'm a member of the Democratic Alliance that I believe in bring about a better South Africa for all. I'm not here to represent one race. I'm here to represent anybody and any race, quite frankly, who is unfairly and unduly being discriminated against.
Yeah.
And I stand by my party's taking this matter to court. But let the court unfold, processes unfold.
Mr. Moodey, while you and I will have, I think, a separate discussion about why the DA, 26 years into democracy, has yet to take a position on either BEE or affirmative action laws in this country. That's really a problem that talks to where this party is at the moment. But let's come back to Helen Zille. There's been a strong rebuke, with some suggesting that she should not only just apologize to the nation, but also resign with immediate effect and simply retire from politics.
Look, I won't go that far. She had been elected by 150 of us at a provincial, at a federal council meeting. There is a Congress underway, and if she wishes to stand, then I say let democracy prevail. If there is enough pressure from within the party and outside of the party that she must leave, then I suppose as a leader who has definitely caused tremendous damage and harm to the efforts that all of us have put in, especially us who have joined the DA and DP.
Mr. Moodey, yeah. I need to wrap with you. I need to wrap with you, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the longer she stays, the view out there is that it is damaging the DA brand.
Well, I'll agree with that. I definitely will agree with that sentiment. And I look forward to our discussion about BEE and affirmative action.
All right, John Moodey, thank you very much for your time. He is the DA's Gauteng leader.